we're doing more of a beach cruiser style old school chopper. So we're kind of implementing both. It's going to be more of an old school chopper with more of our fabrication. I don't know. He's got some A-hangers, but you know, we'll put them on there. But you know, I told him we'll see.
Okay.
It's all dependent on how I feel when the project starts floating through.
Yeah.
But getting the tank.
We're doing our own tank, or
we're doing our own tank. We're going to take it through and run the tank, more of a beach style.
So like fat bobs, or
no, more of a one-piece hang underneath, sort of on top. But then he wants that we're going to implement the exhaust into the fender. So what we're going to have to do is make the whole. Once we get the tank set up, we're going to bring the piping, you know, we're doing a half pipe and run the half pipe down into underneath the seat to make it look like it flows from the front of the tank. So it doesn't look like those half pipes are coming from anywhere.
Oh, so we're just going to try and make them appear from out of the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we're going to have it come from the front end of the tank. So as you look at the tank, you've got this whole line that kind of flows through, but then you're looking at the back of it, all of a sudden you've got tips at the end of it, and there's going to be exhaust.
So the tips are going to be in the fender then, so the fender's going to be...
Well, yeah, at the tail end of the fender, those tips are going to slide in. You know, it's not going to be this normal just oval cut on the end of it. It's actually going to have two exhaust pipes.
That's what I mean, though, but it's going to be built into the fender such that the fender thickness will be...
It'll be one side of the pipe, yeah.
Okay.
So
those going to be like the strut bars, or...
thereabouts on top of it. It'll mount onto the frame, and then those will probably actually look like some of the struts that we've milled out before.
That's what I mean. The pipes will end up resembling the struts,
correct,
but they're actually going to be the pipes.
Correct. Gotcha. So he supplied the motor, brought the motor in. I got to go through it. I don't know who's been into it before. I don't really care.
You don't know what's in there anyway,
no. So he's got the motor there. The tranny should be coming in, and then from that point we figure out what. I haven't figured out what I want to do on the oil tank yet.
That's not going to be a stock bag, though, I assume.
No, I don't want a stock bag. We've been doing what we were doing on the racers and stuff like that.
Right.
Drop a battery and hang a bag somewhere else.
We can do the hidden somewhere.
You know, if it goes good enough, we can almost maybe hide it on the bottom end of the tank. Because if he wants that tank to come way low on top of that motor.
Well, I'm thinking, I hear beach cruiser, I think of kind of fat to skinny, that kind of thing. You know, lots of curves and all of that. So what about doing
he's wanting
like
kind of
like 45 style with the oil bag hidden in?
No, I think he's after more of a DK tank.
Well, I've known Matt for the better part of 10 years now. Been working for him for about the last year and a half. Previous to that, I had a hot rod shop across the street. Was sort of doing my own thing, and you know, Matt and I got to talking, and we kind of started getting. Well, I guess I should say we started collaborating on a couple of builds and a couple of assorted hot rod projects, and that led to me ended up working here doing a lot of the welding and just sort of generic fab and all that kind of good stuff. So what is going to be the first step on this thing then? Are we going to start with sheet metal or get the motor in it first, or I mean, where do we need to get to?
You know what, we'll probably want to go ahead and start setting the fender where it's going to be. It's not going to be much of a fender. I think basically what we're going to use the fender for is to form the piping running through there.
Right. You use like oval pipe or something to kind of sneak it through?
No, we're just going to go ahead and have to bend up some 1 3/4 pipe and get it at the same radius as the fender. That's why I want the fender. So if at any point the fender actually goes away, you know, we'll run like a 3-piece pipe in there and just do some attachments to it.
Yeah, we just T-clamp it. Actually, maybe work the T-clamps in as the mounting brackets as well. We can run like a little, you know, an angle off of the frame to the T-clamp.
Yeah.
And then everything can slip through that and join it together.
So, I mean, I know that exhaust through the fender's been done before, but I don't think as such. We're not going to burn anybody up. It's going to be...
Well, not built into it. And what if we, instead of doing round tips or something, what if we do some kind of like ovals, like an old 50s exhaust or something like that?
I guess it just depends on what it looks like after we bend it all up.
Well, I mean, to a certain degree, this will happen as it happens, and we'll just have to look at it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have an idea. That's 10% of it. The rest of it's, by the time it's done, what you come up with.
Yeah, that's what happens as you're building it. It's standard. It's the, ooh, that looks cool. Let's go with that.
Cool is cool.
Yeah. Now, how much of a fender is this supposed to have?
Well, you know, just past center.
So just like a little half fender?
Yeah, we don't want it to throw up on the...
And how are we going to get the exhaust through here?
Well, depending on where you come with the tank and then draw that pieces back. You know, we could come out from here and have the inserts here, and then draw it back in and back over.
So it'll actually loop out around the frame?
It may, yeah, because I don't want to get
I'm just saying that's getting an awful lot of heat awful close to the tire there.
Yeah, but if you're out here, you know, we're not going to do a standard oil bag on it. So
right. Well,
we don't have to worry about heating the oil. Having too much fun in the garage. Started out doing hot rods and thought I wanted to do bikes. Got into the bikes and now I'm back into hot rods. So it's cool either way. It's just a matter of creating things. That's what I like to do.
Now, are we going to do a right and left side exhaust, or we're going to have the front head come out and around to this side? Or?
Absolutely. Well, I did, you know, it's a smaller version of like a hot rod to me. You know, you've got 8 cylinders down to 2, but anything that you would create, to me, that was fun. So I just took a stab at it, and we're still here after 10 years.
Now, we really need the tank to see where the rest of this is going.
That's it. We'll start there and move our way back. So by the time we get here, it'll all be thought out. I may walk around a build or a project for weeks before I even touch it. You know, it's just that one day you walk by and it's like, got it. Just want something out of the ordinary. That's what I like. Just being able to get in there and take an idea and take it from the ground floor and take it all the way as far as it'll go. Kind of got the old school stance, but then we're gonna do our own thing to it.
We're going to have like a spring style seat, or is the seat going to be built into it? What's it?
Well, I'm thinking about those solo springs.
Those solo springs?
Yeah, I don't, you know, so what we can do is use that bracketry there. And again, if we do a... Yeah, more likely. Yeah. Well, yeah, we don't want that seat resting on that fender at all.
Well, yeah, no,
that's going to be a hot seat.
Yeah.
Did it keep you hairless?
Mm-hmm. Better than a Brazilian.
Just don't wear your kilt with it. On a hot day, though, I could see where that would keep you cool.
Yeah, on a warm day around here, there's been worse ideas, I tell you.